Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and the Gay, the show with hosts that have the immune system of 14th century peasants.
Stop. Leave me alone. I'm okay now.
I am Jose, and with me is the beautiful Jaime.
Hola.
And we have a new addition today. This is the lovely Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Can't complain. How was you guys' Thanksgiving?
Stephanie, go for it.
It was hectic. But fun. Yeah.
Okay.
My family came over, so I get in panic mode where I have to clean, full on clean, because they are deathly allergic to my animals.
Okay.
So I'm over there cleaning my ceilings, doing my dusting of the ceiling fans, my blinds. I was vacuuming. I changed my filters 3 times. So it was a little hectic. But then once they got there, it was pretty mellow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So they all come to visit you.
We alternate.
Oh, okay.
So this was the first year that I was able to host for them to be here.
Nice.
So for Christmas, I'm going to my sister's.
Okay.
Cool.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Jaime?
It was great until I got sick. Yeah. I mean, it happens. I was sick already, and then I was getting better, and then hanging out with my family got me sick. And it wasn't just me, by the way. My mom got sick. My nephew, my dad got sick as well. So,
wow.
But my sister and my niece. It might have been my niece that was. She's a 4-year-old, kid. So, and I'm fine now. Thankfully, it's been a few weeks since we've hung out. Jose, I didn't give it to you, whatever it was. So,
but no, I stayed away this time.
Yeah. You almost didn't because you were
gave me COVID last time.
Oh man!
Don't say it like that. I told him it might have been COVID, and he was like, okay, we're going to hang out anyway. So
that was not how it happened.
That is. I wasn't sure it was COVID until it was COVID. But nothing came back positive. It was never COVID this time around. I just think it was maybe the RSV stuff that was going around too. So that's been the hectic part. But I feel 100 times better. We went for a walk last night, and just so much better today than I have maybe in the last 2 to 4 weeks. So it was a while. It was a while while I was sick. But Thanksgiving was fun, but I got sick. How was your Thanksgiving, Jose?
It was. So I had plans to go visit my mom.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do dinner at my aunt's house. So I was like, okay, I'll meet you guys there. They told me be here at 5. I said okay. So I woke up around 5:15. Right? And I text my mom. I was like, hey, overslept, but I'll be there in 20 minutes, right?
You were supposed to be there at 5.
Yes.
Okay, very you. Got it.
So, I showered, and then I looked at my phone. She hadn't replied, so I texted my sister. And I was like, hey, are you guys there? And my sister replied with, there's way too many people here, so we're leaving. It's like, oh, all right. So then I just proceeded to spend Thanksgiving driving around looking for an open drive-thru.
No, Jose, you should have come and hung out with me and gotten sick.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah. But did you find anything?
McDonald's was closed.
Yeah,
which surprised me.
Yeah. Did you go to Starbucks?
Wendy's was closed. I ended up at Carl's Jr.
Okay.
And then I got upset at Carl's Jr. for being open because I'm like, you guys are fucked up.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Let your people go home.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you go to Walmart? Because they're probably open with the McDonald's inside too. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that was my Thanksgiving. I've also been watching the World Cup. Have you guys been watching it?
No, nerd. Gay.
What's a World Cup?
Relatable.
Well, it's been. You know what? I haven't watched sports in so long. I forgot how boring they can be.
Yeah.
Some games were just boring.
Yeah.
It's only boring when you're not in person.
Well, because when you're in person, you're not even watching the game sometimes. You're just doing stuff.
Oh, you're just hanging out. Yeah.
Like baseball. Mm-hmm. I hate baseball.
Yeah.
I hate baseball.
Yeah.
And everyone tells you baseball's so much fun when you're there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's not, because you're not watching the game.
Yeah.
You're there doing everything you can do to not watch the game.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy watching it in
Cool.
person.
I just can't
do it on TV. I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
The last time I went to a baseball game, a beach volleyball game broke out. Someone just pulled out a beach ball and just everybody started playing with that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it. Totally get it.
Do you understand? So you understand baseball then, right?
Somewhat.
Yeah. And because it's the same thing for me with football. I can't watch. like I don't actively watch football. Like it's not something I look forward to, but I understand it enough now to get into it when, let's say, if I'm in the stadium or something like that, which has been a very rare situation that I've done something like that. But I do get into it because you're there on top of that. But I also think about we went to the Playboy Jazz Festival one year, and we weren't really paying attention to the music that much. You know, we're just all hanging out, eating, drinking and having fun. So I get what you're saying, that like it goes beyond just the sport at that time too. Although sometimes it's fun, like if you pay attention. I hate soccer though. It's my dad's fault.
What?
Well, growing up, my dad, like, he would work Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, he just wanted to watch soccer all day. So that's what kind of created that, like, I don't like soccer type of thing. So I just try to stay off of it. But he loves soccer. He really does, and I'm happy he does. He tried to get me into soccer. It didn't work out. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Also watch Wednesday. Did you guys watch it?
I haven't yet. I want to so badly, but I'm so behind on all my other shows that I'm just like finally catching up on everything else.
What kind of shows do you like?
I'm not like picky with anything. I just got finished with Death Note and the movie too.
Oh yeah, with the Japanese one or the?
I did the Japanese one,
Okay.
and then I did the movie.
The Netflix movie?
Yeah.
With
Oh,
Willem
yeah.
Dafoe.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
I'm
all I know.
sorry.
No worries. And
No, about watching that.
No, my
just
sister
joking.
was telling me about Ryuk.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, he looked spot on. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I got to look at it.
Yeah.
And he did. He was really creepy. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I would not want that in my house.
Yeah,
Not
he
at
was
all.
he was the best part of the movie for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then the graphics, I was like, I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
She did not tell me that was going to be graphic. And I was like, well, I like it, but that surprised me.
Yeah.
I could have done without that.
Exactly.
I get it.
I don't remember it. Was there a lot of like murder? Like, well, does Death Note, but was it very gory?
Was there a lot of death in it?
Was there a lot of death in it?
It's a little gory.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
See, it's been a while. I tried to block it out of my memory, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie.
The Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I wasn't a fan because I was such a fan of the anime.
Right.
That when I saw everything that they did, like with like Misa,
Yeah.
I love Misa. Like Misa was, original Misa is a psychopath too,
Right,
but this
yeah.
Misa, it was just such a twist from the character that like I was kind of like, oh,
It was completely different.
yeah,
So I started looking at it in a different point of view. It was like, okay, this is more Americanized, and they wanted to grasp that audience where it's like it kind of reminded me of Final Destination, where the graphics and all of that, and I was just like, oh, okay, I can see why people who watch the anime first would be like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But if you've never seen the anime and you saw this, you're like, oh, this was cool.
yeah.
Because of the
That's a good
graphics and
point.
everything.
That's a really good point. Yeah, because like I said, I watched the anime first, and I was addicted to that,
Right.
like all the series, the whole series, and I love the way it ended. It was just such a anime does that, right? Like where they have like they're still showing the anime while they're doing the closing credits.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no more words. It's just music and
Right.
some crazy story that's ending off. But I did love the anime a lot. I even like the Japanese movies to an extent, but there was just so much cut out of the Japanese movies, like from the anime to the Japanese movies, that I was kind of like left same thing, kind of almost like wanting more out of them. Thankfully, there was like 2 of them of those two. But I did get to see Wednesday. Well, I've seen like half of Wednesday myself, and so far I like it. What do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I've not been I think I've mentioned this when I first announced casting a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't like Luis Guzman.
Oh, okay.
I just don't. He plays Gomez Adams in the show.
Yeah.
I've never found him funny. I've never found him entertaining, and I'm just glad he's not in this show as much.
Spoilers. No, but he's not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you won't see him that much because it's centralized around her,
Yeah.
So, but so far what I've seen, I've enjoyed it. I like Wednesday's like the actress that's playing Wednesday like a lot. She's pretty amazing at it, and I like that it's kind of a Latino type of the Addams Family as well. So it's a little bit different in that sense as well. Been a fan so far. I know I like it, Jose. Dang
I
it.
didn't say anything. I was just agreed with you.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but I've been since work's been very slow. I've been just watching a lot of TV. I watched the Hunger Games because I've never seen it.
Wow.
So I watched them. I think I gave up on Hunger Games 4.
Well,
Like I just straight up just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I tried.
Really?
Yeah, and
but that was all of them, wasn't it?
on the fourth one, like
just
maybe
halfway through
20
it.
minutes in.
Okay.
I was just like, I can't.
Okay.
The story's really cool. I like that idea of the story, the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like but the way it's shot, the casting in it. I've mentioned before, I don't know why I don't like Jennifer Lawrence. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. She's lovely. She's a good actress. She's by all accounts a great person. I just don't like her. And I feel like in this movie, all I could see was dead eyes. Every time the camera's on her, she just looks dead. Like I can't explain it. And the short guy they cast next to her,
Peter?
yeah,
The one that played
Josh
Peter?
Hutchinson, I think.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like him. I just didn't like the cast. I didn't like the way they played the characters. The actual Hunger Game parts that I thought was gonna be the cool action parts were really chopped up. Like they were worse than Marvel fights.
Yeah.
Where with just so many cuts, and I understand that the director's trying to create panic with the cuts and the shaky cam and everything, but at some point you're just like, I can't see what's happening, man. So
Yeah, it was also a different time when it came out though too. So I mean, I don't know if that had anything. I'm not saying specifically like it's you're pulling it out of the wrong time or anything like that, but I feel like that might have had a lot to do with like even the filming of it. But I get what you're saying. It's also, you have to consider it. I think it was kind of like a kid's book, wasn't it? Like a teenager book, even
Yeah,
like
yeah,
high
I
school
guess.
age. Because even the some of the kids that end up dying are like kids.
They're kids.
They're
Yeah.
like super young. So I think that's why they weren't trying to be as graphic as like other stuff. But I personally like the Hunger Games, but I do feel like at the last movie like was just too much at that point for me. Like it was just like, all right, I'm over it now. Like the first 3 probably would have been fine. What did you feel overall like about them?
I loved the entire series.
Cool.
Like I just, especially at the ending, because
I didn't get that far.
I know I'm trying to say, I'm trying not to like spoil.
Oh no,
it.
go ahead, please. I'm not going
But
back.
So you saw President
Coin?
Coin.
Yeah.
I'm really good at this.
From the
Hunger Games.
moment they introduced her,
Yeah.
even though what is her name? The actress name. Just had it. But President,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I love her as an actress,
Yeah.
but in this particular movie, I just could not stand her. I knew her motives were just wrong
Yeah.
from the get-go. I've never read the book, so I was just like, there's something off about this woman. And so at the ending, I was like, yes, she got what she deserved.
Julianne Moore.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was the one that was leading the resistance. Yeah.
I remember her.
Yeah, so it was kind of a twist in the end where she was trying to be the one in power as well, compared to the guy that was previously in power. So Katniss ends up, spoilers guys for like this movie that came out many years ago.
2015?
2015. Wow. But yeah, so she ends up killing Coin as well, and people kind of revolt against Katniss. But then nobody killed her somehow. So
She got taken.
like arrested, right?
Yeah, she got arrested, but then they let her go and they're like, just stay in the shadows.
Yeah,
like, until everything cools down.
But she had a bulletproof suit on at one point, so
Did she?
yeah, because she got shot point blank, and then they're like,
Oh,
"Well,
yeah.
good thing we gave you this bulletproof suit." And
I don't
it's like,
remember that.
Oh, that's right. No, they did.
Oh,
all
did they?
right, cool.
Because President Snow thought she died because she got shot
Yeah.
when they were like with the train,
remember.
when they bombed the mountains.
Crazy.
Again,
It's been a
spoilers.
long time since I've seen it. I like them.
I
It's
just-
like sorry, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like Twilight for me.
You like Twilight too?
I okay. I don't like
No,
Twilight.
you're gonna have to defend this.
I don't like Twilight for like the romance part of it because I think it's weird, right? I think it's a lot weird, right? So it's a lot weird. Okay, but I really like the vampire scenes. I really like the werewolf scenes. I like the kind of the action sequences, quote unquote, that are very choppy. I'm sure that you're a huge
I've
fan.
seen the first two, I think.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of certain parts of the Twilight series. I like the ideas. What I like and I like just superpowers in general. So I like the idea that like when you become a vampire, whatever like your quote unquote special ability was when you are a human gets magnified, you know, times 100. So you end up becoming like special in that sense. Like for example, what was her name?
Bella.
The main Bella. Yes. Thank you. Like for example, Bella, right? She wasn't able to, and then she became more sad acting. She just became less. She became more stoic. Okay, no, but she wasn't affected by everybody else's powers. So then she was able to magnify that to everybody else, like the other vampires and stop vampires and stuff like that.
They
you know,
called her. I think she was a blocker.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that. Like I don't remember the names, but yeah.
So she has the ability where no one can read her mind, especially like.
Oh yeah, the vampires.
The Volturi.
Yeah.
She's got ultra poker face.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just recently watched Twilight and The Hunger Games, so I'm
Wow.
like, why it's so fresh in my mind.
That's cool. That's good. I've been wanting to see. Hunger Games. I've been wanting to see recently too. Yeah, but no. But I've been stuck now with Wednesday because they all have superpowers in that one too. I'm like super into it.
Yeah.
So
What's funny in Twilight, not all the vampires have abilities.
no.
Only select. That's why the Volturi only attack certain clans to take the people with the abilities. That's why
That's
he's
what I was gonna
focused
say.
on the
Liar.
Cullens.
Because they were all like special powered.
Yeah, it was Alice, Edward, and now Bella.
Yeah, but
And
didn't
then what is their daughter's name?
Stephanie? No, I'm just joking.
Renesmee.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, the baby, the girl. Okay, that one. Yeah.
That creepy CGI baby.
Yes, I don't understand.
Oh, that was so weird.
And then the
Yeah.
whole imprinting thing. I was like, that's kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was really weird. It was really weird.
well, I was
Yeah. But then
I'm like,
again,
she's part vampire, but then she's human, but then isn't that like bestiality at the same time?
'Cause it's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but then what's that one where you sleep with dead people? Like.
Necrophilia.
Yeah, I was like-
Jose, how do you know that so quickly?
I watch a lot lot of movies. Okay,
Stop.
So it's just
stop
like
asking
that.
questions.
I'm like, everything was so like, it made me think of that, but then I'm
Yeah,
like, wait a minute. But I
yeah.
do like supernatural stuff.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
All right. But I also started watching the show Blockbuster, and
Oh, how is it?
I really enjoyed it. Like, it's funny. Randall Park is in it, and Randall Park is just hilarious. And then Netflix. I feel like Netflix made this show just so they could kill Blockbuster again because they canceled it now.
Oh my god.
And
The
it's like-
show?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
It's like that's kind of messed up, man.
When did it come out? It's only been out for like a year.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Crazy.
But
That is on my list. But now I'm going to be sad that it's canceled. So
Spoiler!
it's a good show though. You should watch it.
It's kind of like, what was it, Pushing Daisies? That was a
I
really
hear,
good.
brother. I heard that was good, and I never watched it.
No, it's really good. And then it just stopped, and I was just like,
Yeah.
God.
I hate the shows that do that. Like the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I'm still so upset about. It's
Wow.
been so many
It's been like
years.
Oh God, 20 years at this point.
Has it? No, I would have been 10, 16. Maybe you're right. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I love that freaking show, and then it just ended. It never came back. It was about Terminator, except just the Chronicles of Sarah Connor. I love that show. And then there was one called Dead Like Me that was out, and then it was out and then just got canceled, and then they did a movie to kind of like close everything, but the actors were different. So yeah, some of the that's not the same. I was watching this and now it became something else. So yeah.
Yeah, a
sucks.
series I got upset about being canceled was one called Ghosted, and it was about it's Craig Robinson and the guy from from not The Office, Parks and Rec, whose name I can't remember right now.
The angry looking
Adam
guy?
Scott.
Oh okay.
Yes, like both of them, they're like these paranormal investigators.
Oh okay.
And it's just a funny, interesting show because
Yeah.
you have them working for this paranormal investigation group, and of course they're the screw ups. But it was a funny show, and then it just got canceled.
Yeah.
After one season.
There's just so many things trying to catch everybody's attention on every single app that exists. Like I've had to quit so many apps now. So yeah, just too many things to watch. I'm exhausted.
I get it.
I haven't even seen Willow, and I wanted to watch Willow. Just nostalgic for nostalgic reason,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
I've never seen Willow. I know, like that's the reaction I always get, like that exact one.
Yeah.
Mardigan. Sorry. I'm such a nerd. I love movies.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I loved it. I remember when I was a kid, I loved watching that. It was so random and amazing, and I haven't even seen the show.
It is random.
Yeah.
Now that I look back at it,
Yeah.
I was just like, why did I love this
Yeah.
so much?
Yeah,
Movie,
it was a lot of fantasy, sci-fi stuff. During I guess growing up, there was a lot of that. Because Never Ending Story, Willow. I'm sure there was more that I can't recall right now, but there was a lot of magic stuff going on. The Hobbit, yeah, there a lot of stuff, magical stuff going on. So I haven't seen that.
Yeah, the last thing I watched for nostalgic reasons was The Mighty Ducks,
Oh,
the show on Disney Plus. I'm enjoying it. It's
Cool.
cheesy and it's not great, but I'm enjoying it.
does it have like original like casts in it too?
Sometimes they'll have original
Oh.
cast members come in, but I think what's his name, Emilio Estevez,
Oh.
because he was in season 1, but he's not in season 2.
Oh,
And it was because he didn't want to get the vaccine,
oh,
and then so yeah, he quit. But he's come out and said that's not the reason.
oh.
But that was the reason that everybody was giving before. So
Got it.
who knows what happened with that?
Crazy.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be said 2 weeks ago, but
Stop. I was dying, Jose. Let me
Well-
live.
some people that didn't get to live.
He texted me last night and he was like, "Hey, so what time are we gonna cancel tomorrow?" And I was like, "I could just cancel right now, ho." I was dying and he doesn't believe me. I wasn't
Yeah,
really dying. I was just sick. Anyway.
All right, so we lost someone else from our childhood.
Oh no.
Yeah, Jason David Frank, better known as the one man who could play a flute through a helmet.
Yeah. That was sad. I mean, especially like on TikTok, you see a lot about it because there's a lot of his fans were on there too. I see a lot of it on TikTok. So yeah, the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah. So sad. And then because like, you know, by his own hands on top of that, you know, like it's just like there were stories around like what happened with his, like he was going through with his wife and stuff like that. And it sucks, you know, that it leads to that type of situation for him, you know, or for
His
people
wife
in general.
did an interview not too long ago, and she talked about how they were actually reconciliating and how they were in the hotel room together, and she went downstairs to grab something, and when she came back, like that was
Whoa.
it. She said she was gone for 10 minutes,
Whoa.
and so you know it sucks.
Like a full on interview, like about that, such like that.
I watched. Oh, I didn't even watch. I read the excerpt of
Oh,
it.
okay.
I don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah. So I mean, don't hesitate to reach out. You're loved by someone,
Yeah.
likely.
It's true.
Not me, but
Ah.
somebody does. The suicide crisis lifeline. You could just dial 988 or
Oh.
text the same number. So let's talk about today's show, shall we?
Yeah, and thanks for
On
by
that
the way.
news.
Yeah.
Other Disney characters going the way of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
James Cameron keeps making long ass movies.
Uh-oh.
Shooty Gatwa's companion has been announced. Chris Hemsworth news. Oh yeah, that I moved that. That's still in here. Popular PlayStation game breaking records. Cyborg's nemesis is in the news again. Warner Brothers really doesn't want to move forward.
They don't.
Tarantino has Marvel feelings, and Marvel actors have Tarantino feelings. Wonder Woman 3 news. New Sony Spider Project, and
Pokemon,
of course.
yes, of course. Jerk.
So Disney is under new management. Bob Chapek is out, and Bob Iger is already making a lot of changes. The biggest change is that Disney has announced a reduced movies and TV output for 2023, which kind of thank God because
Yeah.
with the Chapek era, it was more with less quality. I feel like
This goes back to like the Disney Plus stuff that we've seen and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. So, I think for 2022 they had set up for 50 movies and TV shows,
Jesus.
and for 2022 it'll be 2023.
3, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anymore, but it'll go down to 40 titles.
Okay.
But that's TV and movies.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but with what they've been putting out, like Love and Thunder, Lightyear.
I like Love and Thunder.
Lightyear wasn't good. I've tried to watch Lightyear multiple times, and I just can't. Like,
I can't either.
Right?
I've tried.
And then like other crap like Encanto. I feel like this is good.
So exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have my
Thank
little
you.
daughter.
Yes.
You know, we love Encanto. We
Thank
just
you.
watched
I'm sure
it
you
last
do.
night.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, before it was him against me in regards to Encanto, you know.
And I stand by it.
I'm sure you do, but he's ignorant. So.
I've been called worse by better.
I love Encanto so much. I've seen that movie so many times. I was actually watching it the other day while I was working and singing and crying at the same time. No, but I love Encanto a lot. My niece dresses like Maribel.
Oh,
Yeah, Mirabelle. She dresses like Mirabelle sometimes too. So, well, my sister bought her the outfit. So cute. Love it.
Okay.
My daughter has Isabella and Mirabelle.
So
And
cute.
we have the little play sets and everything.
Yes.
She literally fell asleep, and I was still singing the song.
Aw.
In my arms, like, yeah, I like this.
How old is she?
She's 5.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, see?
I
People like Encanto. Thank you very much.
don't understand why.
It's good. It's a good movie, Jose.
Sure. It seems that Indiana Jones 5 might be in a bit of trouble. Have you seen the Indiana Jones series?
The older ones.
What about you?
I'm sure at a point in life, yes, maybe. Because my mom was a huge fan. So, yeah.
Yeah, Indiana Jones 4 was not good.
Okay. It was more recent too, right?
I mean, what, like 20?
At this point, it's been like 20
Yeah,
years?
no. That was I was thinking like 2012.
Oh.
No,
I haven't seen it.
I think it was older.
Oh.
But it was not good.
Okay.
But they've said that reports say that multiple endings have been shown to test audiences and that they haven't liked any of them. I think there's 5 different endings. And there are rumors that even Disney might consider putting the movie straight on Disney Plus.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I don't
per
think
se.
that'll happen.
Yeah.
It's a theatrical movie that one of your biggest characters. I don't think you're gonna let him go out in Disney Plus.
2008 is when the last one came out.
Damn,
Yeah. So I can't say that I saw it, to be honest. And then a
It's
lot
not
of
good.
well, and the original were all like 80s movies. So I like maybe caught them at a point with my mom. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, there are reports that a series is in the works where Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be taking over for Indiana Jones. It's currently set to premiere on June 30th. Steven Spielberg will not be in this. James Mangold, who is the director, has said that there have been no test screenings, but a lot of people are saying otherwise. And he's also dispelled any rumors that Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be taking over, but just nobody trusts it.
So she would take over just as Indiana Jones, like that's who she would become, or it'd be a whole different like name for her.
No, she's a different character because she's in
Okay.
the movie.
Okay,
But she's just going to be taking over as the new explorer, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It'll be set in the 1960s, a few years after the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and it will explore the Cold War with the Soviet Union. So I like the original 3. I actually like the third one a lot, and I know the third one is usually the weakest one in that series. But for me, the chemistry between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery was great. But the fourth one was terrible.
Yeah, I don't recall, honestly. It's been too long for me to even think of how it was.
I get it.
I might have to go back and watch it though. Maybe
You're not going to.
I'm not going to.
No.
I did The Evil Dead though. Surprisingly, I don't know how I made it. Have you ever seen the Evil Dead series?
Nope.
Okay, good.
The first one is great.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, it was okay. It was okay.
great.
Well, it was the one that made the most sense of all of them so far. Yeah.
Oh, the third one's crap.
Yeah. It was the most like fluid. The other one just got mind trippy. Like the other two just got really like, what just happened? Did we travel through a different dimension or
And
something
there's
like
a
that?
new one coming.
Oh yeah.
Avatar, not The Last Airbender.
Damn.
The original movie was 2 hours and 42 minutes. Which, why?
Yeah. Well, but it was good.
Was it though?
It was good. It was good.
Was it good?
For its time, it was good.
It looked amazing.
It looked amazing.
It looked amazing. Was it good?
For its time, it was good. I honestly can't say that
Can
I've
you
gone
tell
back.
me the name of any of the characters?
That's a good point.
No?
I know. Was it Sigourney Weaver? Or something? Yeah, she was in it.
She's the only one I know. By
Zoe
name.
Saldana was in it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she was. She was.
One of the blue people.
Yeah.
What was the story?
Okay. One of them. Okay. There was a guy.
There was a guy. You're on the right track.
They were just learning about this. I guess quote unquote. Like indigenous tribe on a planet, and they were connected to that tree that was really connected. It's a real thing, right? They were all connected to that, right? And then on top of that, there was somebody that was trying to come over, typical. This is even like the same story as like Fern Gully, right? Like
pretty much.
It's like the same story. Like where like they're talking about forests and how it's being like places are being deforested and stuff like that. That's what it was about.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily? Okay. From what I remember.
There was with Sigourney Weaver's however you say it. She was more into the science and trying to preserve that tribe and their lifestyle and trying to get them to like coexist with humans.
Yeah.
But her boss wanted the materials that was under that huge tree.
I just heard what the material was called.
What was it?
Unobtainium.
Oh. Creative.
Yeah, I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
So they wanted that powerful source.
Yeah.
In order to get it, they had to destroy the home.
Oh.
And so obviously the tribe wanted to protect their
home.
So they're going to war with humans.
Yeah.
So the guy was pretty much a twin. I believe both of them were in military, but he got disabled. So
did you watch this movie recently too?
No, I really love it.
That's awesome.
It.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're teaching us right here. Anyway, huh?
So he took his brother's place since his brother died, and since he was disabled, he became one of the tribe. I don't want to call them blue people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it was it was named Avatar because his mind was being projected into a body of one of those.
Avatar.
Yeah,
so he learned how to be one of them. So he actually ended up becoming one of them.
Yeah.
They transferred his soul into his avatar.
Yeah, they tried to do that with Sigourney Weaver's character as well, right? But she ended up dying beforehand.
But they took her to the sacred place, so she got to see the beings, like the ancestors, come to life and take her away.
Yeah, that's what I got here.
So are you excited about watching the new movie? Yes, that's cool.
Well, The Way of Water is reported to run 3 hours and 12 minutes.
That's a long time.
That's a very long time.
And I'm happy that for example, you're excited about watching it, right? The issue that I have is that how long has it been since the original Avatar movie came out?
20 years.
20 years. So, and like a lot of the interest for just people, right? For me, like of us three, for example, Jose is not interested at all. Like I might be I might be able to sway in that direction, right? Yeah, and then
I'm like, yes!
No, yeah, you're super excited. No, and that's awesome, right? That's really awesome that you're excited to see it. It gets you thinking about like why it took so long, and then so many different things have come out. Very similar or even more. Extravagant or interesting, that it kind of gets lost in 3 hours. That's a long time. That's a really long time for me. I heard it was going to be a whole day thing.
I feel like when you have to release a piece schedule.
A what?
A piece schedule.
Really?
Like, all right.
Wait, are they splitting it up like in theater releases?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But they said like these are the best parts when you can go to the bathroom during this movie. And I'm like, so there's parts that I can miss and I wouldn't miss anything.
Oh, wow.
That's what you're telling me.
But then again, for example, the Batman, right?
Oh God, that was a long
movie. It didn't need to be 3 hours long either.
Neither did Wakanda Forever.
But Wakanda first of all,
I like that movie.
First of all, don't go there. Yes, it did.
And I like Batman too, but
did you watch the Batman? No. So not Wakanda Forever either. No. Okay. I love Wakanda Forever. Like my soul is in the theater with Wakanda Forever. And I'm gonna go back to this. I just love like the ending part of it in particular. It was just so amazing to me. Like I love that movie, but it needed to be 3 hours long.
By the way, the first Avatar came out in 2009, which was 13 years ago.
Oh, okay. Not 20.
It might as well be 30 at this point.
It's not 20. It's not that old.
It might as well be 30 at this point.
Stop.
So Cameron already came out and said that he doesn't want to hear anybody whining about how long it is because he's like, people sit down and binge watch TV. And it's like, But I do that at home in my underwear.
I also
I don't want to have to put pants on.
I heard that it was gonna be. I heard it was gonna be like a half day thing. So but I guess people were exaggerating, you know. So I'm kind of happy to hear that it's only 3 hours as opposed to like 5 hours or something, you know.
Well, it's so expensive that it has to be the 4th highest grossing movie just to break even.
Oh yeah, like 2 billion or something. Or wait, how many billions? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like just to break even.
Wow.
Doctor Who news. Do you watch Doctor Who?
I don't.
No? And you're not caught up.
No, but I watched Doctor Who.
Do you know what Doctor Who's about?
Sort of.
Doctor Who's a time traveling alien, and instead of dying, the Doctor regenerates. So it's a way to keep the show going with a new actor that technically portrays the same character with different characteristics.
Okay.
So
It's really good. Well, it's really good. Much of it is really good.
the last 3 seasons haven't been great. They've been aggressively bad.
I would go back a little bit further, but he doesn't agree with me. So, like, I wasn't a fan of Peter Capaldi as much as you were a fan of Peter Capaldi. So,
But he was not as bad as the Doctor that followed.
I got you. Okay.
So after David Tennant taking on the next 3 specials of Doctor Who, he will regenerate to Ncuti Gatwa. And joining Ncuti Gatwa in the TARDIS is Millie Gibson. She's a bit of a newcomer, so she hasn't been in a lot of stuff. She does this show called Coronation Street, which seems kind of like a British soap opera, kind of like Young and the Restless type thing.
She looks like Clara.
I thought you looked I thought you looked more like Billy Piper.
Oh, I can see like a combination
Oh
of both.
yeah.
She looks very much
see
like
it.
Clara was one of the travelers with a bunch of the doctors, a couple of the doctors. So, but this is the new one he's talking about.
Yeah, so the show has also revealed the episode count, and with Peter Capaldi seasons, there were 13 episodes. Jodie Whittaker got 10, and Ncuti Gatwa in his first season will only get 8.
Oh,
And Russell T Davies has said that it's just to give them time, that there's plans and everything.
Well, as long as it's quality, right?
I agree.
That's the important
And
part.
Disney is now, well, Disney kind of bought out the rights to the show, so all new episodes are going to be streaming on Disney Plus. And the return of Christmas specials.
Oh, yeah.
So-
like literally called Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
because when Chris Chibnall took over as showrunner for the last 3 seasons, they stopped doing Christmas specials because Chibnall was like, "There's no more Christmas stories to tell, so we can't do anymore." And this just shows you that Chris Chibnall doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, he really
I was
hates
not a
him.
fan
He
of
was
him.
not a fan. Well, neither was I. The writing, the direction,
atrocious.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. A lot of bad. And I like Doctor Who. I don't like it as much as you do because I didn't go back to like the 50s or whenever it started. When was it?
1963.
Okay, dang. Yeah,
So
I
we're
didn't
on
go
the
back that
60th
far.
anniversary is coming up next year.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we're gonna get annual Doctor Who, no gap years, lots of content.
Cool. As long as it's quality, I don't care about the amount of episodes.
I agree.
As long as they're good quality stories, like that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, like Supernatural. Did you watch Supernatural?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Never.
Supernatural was really good, but 23 episodes per season, it was like, you guys could trim it down to 15 and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Smallville. Did you guys watch Smallville? by any
I
chance?
watched the first 4 seasons.
I saw all of it. Well, I think there's only like 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember where I stopped. But
No.
I did watch it.
There was a lot of like just bosses.
Filler episodes?
Well, a lot of just bad guys to throw them in, and then and then it was just like fillers, right? Like it was a lot of that. So yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah. Russell T Davies also said that the one shot we've seen of Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor, it's the background that you see in it is a green screen. Like it's a completely different setting than that scene takes place because he said that the scene would give it too much away. But I'm excited.
Yeah,
Like it's been a while since I've been excited for this show, because God, it was bad.
it was bad.
So bad.
Yeah. I had high hopes, I did, and I think I liked it. I liked it slightly, and then it just started getting worse and worse and worse.
At some point, you were just
I
unable to
tried.
defend it.
Yeah, I'm like, I give up.
God of War Ragnarok.
Yes.
Have you played it?
No. I have not. I bought the game before I got Pokemon, and I beat Pokemon, and I already started the second Pokemon before I've even got into. I'm gonna play God. I promise I'm gonna play God of War. I love God of War. I really love God of War, but Pokemon.
Do you play video games?
The one I've been playing, it's Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I'm like, I got stuck. I forgot where I'm at. It's the freaking Phantom Kitty or something like that. That thing kills me. It just makes me so mad.
Oh no! Yeah. So is that on the Switch?
It's on the
Okay.
Switch, yeah. I had to borrow it from my brother-in-law.
Okay.
I saw it on YouTube, and me and my daughter were just watching it. And I'm like, this looks fun.
Yeah.
And then I took over. Like, she started the game, and then she's like, I got stuck. So I was like, okay. So now I'm stuck looking for gems, and then trying to get this cat. I'm like, gotta get these elevator buttons. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, PlayStation revealed that God of War Ragnarok has sold 5.1 million copies during its debut week.
Cool.
Setting a new record for the franchise.
Nice. See, I contributed to that, even though I haven't played it.
Christopher Judge also won Game Awards for Best Performance for his portrayal of Kratos, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love to see how this character has evolved from God of War 1 to where we're at now. Because, and I've never played, I didn't play the original trilogy.
I did.
But I watched a lot of videos, and it seems like his character's always yelling, right?
Yeah. Well, he's a very angry guy, yeah.
And but as
God of War.
yeah, but now when we get to these last ones, he's so stoic and just he speaks still with a lot of authority, a lot of gravitas, but he doesn't yell at you, and that's almost kind of scarier. And it does
because he has that rage inside of him. He just doesn't really show it. It came out kind of in the end of God of War, of the recent God of War, the PlayStation 4 version.
2018?
Yeah, the 2018 one. You're right. Like a lot of his personality was very calm throughout it. You know, especially with Atreus, oh annoying ass.
Oh my god, I hate that fucking kid.
Yeah, it drives you crazy.
He does not get any better in this one.
I heard it gets worse. Yeah. So he's just a little brat because he's obviously he's growing up without his mom, and it's him and dad.
I wish I could have pushed him off the mountain. I looked for the buttons.
Oh my god. Stop. No, but he like Kratos ends up kind of becoming a little bit of himself towards the end in a lot of senses too. That's why he gets the Blades of Chaos back on top of that too. God,
Well, the game has also been review bombed recently.
Like bad?
So many 0 out of 10s.
Why? Because of
flooding
Thor?
Metacritic site. No.
I mean, because of wait, why?
No. Keep going.
No.
I'm enjoying this.
Well, because he's like, isn't Thor in this game? I haven't played
Yes, he
it.
is.
Okay, and then it's a bigger Thor. It's not like Chris Hemsworth. Thor.
Yes, it is, but no.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing though. They don't know why. So some of the 0 out of 10 scores are still giving the game great reviews.
Oh.
People are speculating that the reason why it's getting so many 0 out of 10s is because it's Game of the Year contender and it's going up against Elden Rings, and a lot of people want Elden Rings to win.
Oh, fans.
Yeah,
got it.
but some people have also talked about glitches in the game.
Oh, well.
Which I've encountered one that's really annoying, which just causes your partner to stop following you. And it wouldn't be that big of an issue, except some characters can only be taken out with help from your partner. So you can't even hit them unless your partner hits them first.
Oh, spoilers.
And that gets really obnoxious.
There's too much dependence on that then.
Yeah, so it happened to me like 3 times where I just had to restart the game.
It wasn't like that in the first game though. Like he would help you, but he wouldn't like do like you wouldn't require him essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. I at some point decided that I wasn't gonna pass the game.
Okay.
Because there are some sections in the game that drag on for so long. And it's sections where, and I kind of don't want to spoil anything.
Just say it, I guess.
It's sections where you play as Atreus, the son.
Oh.
And they last forever.
Oh no.
And it's just, and every time you think that, okay, I'm going to switch back, they're like, oh, but wait, we're going to go over here. And I'm just like, why? Well, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And he's such a brat. He's so obnoxious. He's such an obnoxious character.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, also, I really dislike the Billy Mays approach to boss fights. Do you guys know who Billy Mays is?
Wasn't he like he would make fitness videos or something like that.
Not fitness videos, but he'd do infomercials.
Infomercials.
And he would always be like, but wait, there's more.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that guy. Like, just, but wait, there's more.
Oh, okay.
And every time you're in a boss fight, like, you have this really intense boss fight, and you win, and all of a sudden, like, but wait, there's more.
Oh.
Ooh, let me get into my second form. And you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. They do that in anime movies a lot.
Yeah. Former DC boss Walter Hamada, he recently stepped down as his role as DC boss over there in Warner Brothers, right after David Zaslav killed Batgirl, and Cyborg rejoiced, right?
Yeah, I remember. Right.
Yeah. Did you watch the Zack Snyder
Justice League.
Yeah, that one. No,
It's long.
4 hours and it's over 4 hours.
Yeah.
God, it's long.
It's okay. Like, it was bad. It's not worth it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Good. So Walter Hamada has now landed a multi-year deal with Paramount Pictures. The deal starts January 1st, and he'll be the architect of Paramount's mainstream horror genre, with his mission to release several low to mid-budget films for theatrical release and streaming.
So, like, he's gonna do he's just gonna do like a horror thing for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no word on Cyborg's bitching just yet, but I'm sure
For him getting rehired.
Yeah. Because he was so happy.
Yeah.
God, I hate that guy.
He did it to himself though. So the cyborg in that movie, like there was just a bunch of controversy around the way that he was treated on the movie, and specifically by that guy. And
Walter Hamada just allowed
was in charge.
it.
Okay, yeah,
he was basically in charge, and that they didn't want to do anything when the director was treating him badly.
Yeah.
And at first, you're on the guy's side. You're like, oh damn, yeah, you really shouldn't be treated this way.
Yeah.
But after a while, it's like, bro, it's been 5 years. Like, let it go, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've had bad jobs before. Like, we've all been treated shitty by.
You have to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was just.
Yeah. For even till now. So,
Yeah. So at some point, it got to the point where I'm just like, I'm glad you got treated bad.
No,
I get it.
Don't say that.
So remember a couple of shows ago when I talked about how investors called an investor's call held by real life Batman villain David Zaslav?
Yeah.
So it seems that Warner Brothers will be moving forward with a movie adaptation of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Which is
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was
a play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A musical?
I don't think it was a musical.
No, just a play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was written by Jack Thorne, and it's set 19 years after the events of the final Harry Potter book, following Harry's son. Like, even if the deal closed soon, though, nothing will be released until around 2025.
Didn't they stop altogether the Beast movie, the Fantastic Beast movies? Like, now it's like
I don't think they're doing it anymore.
Yeah, like nothing else is coming out from that anymore. Well, because of the writer, what's her name? I don't
J.K.
remember.
Rowling?
Yeah, and then because of what's going on with Johnny Depp as
And
well
Ezra
as
Miller.
Ezra Miller. So the whole movie. So yeah, it's crazy.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
I'm very bummed out.
Yeah.
I love that series.
Yeah. I never got into it, unfortunately. No. Well, I started watching the first one, but I think I was just so. Maybe it was too soon after Harry Potter, like that when the other ones started coming out. Maybe I'm wrong. No? Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It just felt like too connected to me or too disconnected from Harry Potter for me.
Okay.
But it's a prequel, isn't it, too?
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I'm like, it's not. Yeah, because it's like a prequel.
Yeah.
It has all the names from the people in the past during Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So now you're in their time.
Yeah.
Before Harry Potter was even thought of.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Voldemort.
And Dumbledore pre-beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a beard. It was just like not white, right? Like
No, he didn't have, Jude Law didn't have a
he
beard.
He didn't have a beard in the movie? Oh, see, I didn't watch him. Spoilers, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
So I don't know if I've spoken about this, but I'm not a big fan of Quentin Tarantino. And I know I'm in the minority there.
Kill him. No, I'm just kidding.
Like I realize
Don't even
that
get me started.
He loves Quentin Tarantino. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Quentin Tarantino.
I understand.
I think his writing is great. Like I really like his writing. I don't like his directing style. I don't like his acting. Yeah.
He creeps me out.
And I get that.
I get
my
that
God,
too.
in the
Don't fall really
in the
nice
last
with
few
it.
movies, he's really leaned into the foot fetish thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, bro, we get it. Like, calm down.
The choking thing too. The choking thing. There was a lot of choking in his movies too. You never noticed that?
And
Yeah.
look, like Pulp Fiction, great movie.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, great movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't like his directing style. Like I feel like
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And
Fine.
yeah,
Oh, oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
it was fine. I have no problem with Kill Bill.
Wow.
Just I don't. I feel like his directing style, like he purposely pulls you out of a moment with some of his direction choices. There, and I remember this a lot in Django Unchained, which is a movie I liked, which was too damn long. But I liked the movie. But there were scenes where you're really getting into it, and then he'll pull off some cartoonish shit with the direction style, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm watching a movie. Like, bro, I was really getting into that scene.
Okay.
But okay, fine. Recently in an interview, Tarantino said that part of the Marvelization of Hollywood is you have all these actors who become famous playing these characters, but they're not movie stars. Captain America is the star, or Thor is the star. I mean, I'm not the first person to say that, but I think it's been said a zillion times. But it's like, it's these franchise characters that become a star. I'm not even putting them down, frankly, to tell you the truth, he continued. But this is the legacy of the Marvelization of Hollywood. So he just basically said, like, all of these Marvel actors aren't stars. And, like, in a way, I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Like he's telling you, Robert Downey Jr. isn't the star of this. It's Iron Man, right? But it's like that character had to be brought to life because you can't look at DC and see the same thing,
Right.
You
You can't.
like you look at Superman and you think Henry Cavill or Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Like you think of the actors that play him,
Yeah.
as opposed to the character.
Right. Because they're not it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't, like who was playing them,
Yeah, so
like Black Panther in particular, right? Chadwick Boseman. Like there's no way that you can see Chadwick Boseman as not the original Black Panther,
And so he said, my only axe to grind against them is that they're the only movies being made. They're the only things that seem to generate any kind of excitement amongst a fan base or even a studio making them. There's not really much room for anything else, and that's my problem. And Simu Liu, who played Shang-Chi, he responded to his comments. He goes, if the gatekeepers to movie stardom came from Tarantino and Scorsese, I would never have had an opportunity to lead a 400 million plus movie.
Yes, that's
I'm
true.
in awe of their filmmaking genius. They are transcendent auteurs, but they don't get to point their nose at me anymore.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. Like it's the people who are like phased out at this point, right, are the people who have had their time, right? Like it was a different time, movies were different, language was different, everything was different, right? And there's a lot of anti-superhero movie, like there's a lot of anti-superhero movies from older people most of the time, right?
Yeah.
They're like, it's just not a valid story. Like there's no sense of like heroism, and there's a lot of dumb things that are said. And I'm like, it's not fair to say because there's a lot of value in those movies, right? Aside from like the superhero-ness of it, right? There's other stories that are told. Like for example, Wakanda Forever. Like the fact that they're including just different types of people all together, to me is like shows a big value to like the progression of movies, and that's what Simu Liu is saying as well, right?
He actually said, I love the golden age of Hollywood too, but it was white as hell.
Yeah, it's limited, and that's all we saw. We got Tenoch Huerta that's Tenoch Huerta, right? In Wakanda Forever, and that guy's amazing. I love that. Man.
Have you heard how Mexicans are really upset at the racist casting of Tenoch Huerta?
Yeah, because he's dark skinned, and the ones complaining are the white skin, like Mexican people. Yes, I have heard about that.
People are really upset for no reason.
For no reason, he was such, and then on top of that, they're trying to devalue his acting skills, right? Like it's like, dude, he was great, and it's almost like they implied, well, they should give it to the best person. He was the best person. Like when you see the movie, you'll realize like how great Tenoch Huerta was in that movie. Along with the other,
the rest of the cast,
Wakanda. The Wakandans, what was it, Talocans? Like they were all great. Like in the movie, everybody.
Yeah, so Samuel L. Jackson also responded to Tarantino's comments. He says, it takes an actor to be these particular characters, and signs of movie stardom is what? Asses in seats? Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. You can't refute that. He's a movie star.
I just said that.
Yeah, you did.
That's crazy.
I know it was there.
Shut up.
It's funny with Samuel L. Jackson. Not a big fan of him. I don't know, just something about him. Just like with you and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's just something about him.
I get it.
He's a great actor. The movies he's in is great. I just cannot like him. Just something about him. Just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
With my feelings towards Jennifer, there's a lot of people that feel that way towards.
Yeah.
Where there are people where I'm like, I don't like this person, and this is why. And there are other people where I'm just like, I don't
know why. Yeah,
like,
you
I have
can't
no
help
idea.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
just something's wrong with you, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's the vibe. Like, I know I don't know you, but something about your vibe is
Yeah.
just not vibing with me.
Yeah.
Director of Shazam 2, David Sandberg, has revealed that the 3 villains, Hespera, Calypso, and Anthea, the daughters of Atlas, will be original characters.
Oh, in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is interesting because Shazam's only had one movie outing,
Oh.
and you're already resorting to made-up characters. You know?
Well, you can't use Black Adam because Black Adam did his own thing.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem, to be honest, because that's supposed to be his main nemesis is Black Adam, and I'm hearing that's going out the window too. So
Yeah, so now Sandberg was also forced to cut a line that he had in the trailer. So in the trailer, he has a line where, what's his name? Zachary Levi? Shazam?
yeah.
He just exclaims, and I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life, right? Just a fine line. Like, he's a kid that just became a superhero.
Yeah.
But fans got really mad at this
Why?
line.
What was the reason behind getting mad at that line? He threw a truck at a dragon. Who did he
That
offend?
they called it cringy, and that,
Oh, it was cheesy?
yeah.
That's the only reason people are mad?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
So shitty fans made the director's life miserable so much that he had to answer to all the hatred. And he was just like, the line is not in the final cut of the film. That was just there for the trailer. Yeah, people called it a cringy line in a cringe movie.
Oh.
And some people came to the defense of the line because they understand that Shazam's a child.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
teenager,
don't think
guess.
Shazam understands that he's a child, by the way. So remember in the first one, like how I felt about how like the child was more of an adult than Shazam was like too much of a kid. It didn't make sense. So
I get you.
yeah.
James Gunn has also responded to rumors of Henry Cavill having signed on to a new contract. And he tweeted, I'm not sure if you're purposely lying or being taken advantage of by someone lying to you, but as I've stated here before, no one knows what's happening at DC Studios right now other than me and Peter. That would include writing up any new contract for anyone at this point. And he also teased that Green Lantern would be part of his DCEU.
Oh, wow.
And now the Wonder Woman 3 news. Have you guys heard about Wonder Woman 3?
I've heard that it got the boot.
So Patty Jenkins had finished writing the script, and she turned it in, and she was very excited.
Yeah.
Could actually wrote this all before the cancellation.
Oh.
But now Wonder Woman was canceled.
Yeah.
Reports were at first that James Gunn and Peter Safran were like, well, Wonder Woman doesn't fit in our vision of what DC is moving forward with.
Okay.
Right? Those were the reports at first. But now it seems that Patty Jenkins walked off the set, walked off the project.
Oh.
Because she was unhappy with the notes she received. Apparently, her script had the same problems that Wonder Woman 84 had. Like poor writing, poor character development.
Okay.
It was anticlimactic. There were no motivations for anything. So that they gave her notes, and they're like, "Can you rewrite this?" And she said no. Like, she's like, I'm done. And Patty Jenkins isn't a bad director, but I don't think she has that kind of pull either. Because I feel like the same thing happened when she was supposed to direct Thor 2.
Oh.
Because she left that project as well.
Oh.
And also, it seems that her Star Wars movie is getting plagued with the same issues. Like, her writing is just not fully there.
Oh, wow.
Wonder Woman 1 was partly her and partly Jeff Johns. And Zack Snyder, actually. Like, they all collaborated on that script. And Wonder Woman 1 was great. Wonder Woman 2, with just Patty Jenkins writing it, was a terrible movie.
Did you get to watch Wonder Woman? No? Like none of the two that came out?
Never
No.
a fan.
No, maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing because of DC in general, like, then DC's not that great. Like, in regards to their movies, they're not like. We always keep trying to watch DC stuff. There was a series on HBO Max though, Peacemaker. It's a DC series, and that one's really great, but for like crazy reasons. So yeah, but yeah, Wonder Woman, the first one was really good, but the second one was yeah.
The studio still wants to do a Wonder Woman 3, but no news on whether Gal Gadot will come back without Jenkins. Gunn also said, as for more answers about the future of DCU, I would sadly have to ask you to wait. We're giving these characters and the stories the time and attention they deserve, and we ourselves have a lot more questions than answers. That being said, hashtag fire James Gunn and hashtag bring back Zack Snyder have been trending on Twitter.
Oh no.
So someone posted, there is literally only one hope to save DC under those hashtags.
They're saying that they want
Zack
Snyder back. Yeah. We need to let that guy go just altogether.
Yeah.
And James Gunn has been pretty great with some of the stuff that he's even done for DC. That was Suicide Squad too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and Peacemaker.
Peacemaker was great.
Yeah.
People don't like Peacemaker.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Oh.
Superheroes can't be funny.
It's weird.
So someone else posted a picture of Gunn and Joss Whedon. And they say that they believe they shaped the DCEU more and that it's their fault that it's in the shape they're in. And I'm like, they've done 2 movies. One of them was crap, but it was filmed by another filmmaker. Right? Because Justice League in 2017 was filmed by Zack Snyder, and Joss Whedon came in to take over, like, partly with a finished film. So he basically pieced together a film from the crap fest that Snyder provided.
Yeah.
So you got this Frankenstein of a film with 2 different tones.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wasn't good.
Yeah.
And also Joss Whedon's apparently an asshole.
Yeah.
And then James Gunn came and he's done 2 projects for them. One of them was a TV show, which was Peacemaker. Funny show, great show. And the Suicide Squad, which was also so much better than the last Suicide Squad we have.
Yeah.
And then you have all these other directors that have created all these other movies. But everybody just chooses not to watch those.
Yeah.
They're like, let's blame the guys that made two movies.
Yeah. Crazy.
Chris Hemsworth will be taking a break from acting to spend more time with his... I bit my tongue.
Did you? Oh no! I felt that. Oh,
I heard it and felt it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Hemsworth will be
poor
Hemsworth will be taking a break from acting to spend more time with his family.
Okay.
And all I have to ask is like, what about us?
Stop. Wait, but what about Thor?
Forget your family, Chris. Get back out there and make some more movies.
So wait, so is he gonna make a last Thor and then he's gonna take a break, or
no, he's
what?
taking a break. He does this series on Disney Plus called Limitless.
Oh.
And they did an episode recently on death, right?
Oh.
And he said, doing an episode on death and facing your own mortality made me go, oh God, I'm not ready to go yet. I want to sit and be in this space with a greater sense of stillness and gratitude. And then you start to think about the kids and family going, oh my God, they're getting older, they're growing up. And I keep slapping another movie on top of another movie. Before you know it, they're 18 and they've moved out. They moved out of the house and I missed my window. So I get it.
Yeah,
but,
that makes sense.
I mean, what about us, Chris?
Stop.
In episode 5, though, of the show Limitless, Chris found out that he possesses 2 copies of APOE4 gene, which leads to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
He did one of those swab tests or something?
Yeah,
Crazy.
so 1 in 4 people carry 1 copy of the gene, but only 2 to 3% of the population carry 2.
Oh, so that it's magnified in him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so while it does not diagnose him with Alzheimer's, it is a cause for concern.
Yeah.
And he was also asked about Thor, and he said, you look at Thor 1 and Thor 2, and they're quite similar. Ragnarok and Love and Thunder are similar. I think it's about reinventing it. I've had such a unique opportunity with Infinity War and Endgame to do very drastic things with the character. I enjoy that. I like keeping people on their toes. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me invested. And he also said, I don't know if I'm even invited back, but if I was, I think it would have to be a drastically different version in tone. Everything just for my own sanity. Thor lost his mind in that last one. He's got to figure it out. And with that, like people are also turning on Taika Waititi.
Why?
They just weren't fans of Love and Thunder,
Oh yeah.
which I get.
Yeah.
Love and Thunder was Jaime liked it.
I liked it. I still like it. Yeah.
It was fine, but it seems like they leaned into. It seems like the longer these movies have gone on, the dumber Thor has gotten,
Yeah.
and I feel like they really lean into Thor's dumb in that one. And yeah,
But that's what. Okay. I'm just saying it's just what we. Yeah, we do kind of expect that from Thor at this point, and so.
yeah.
I liked it. I liked the story. I like
Christian Bale as a villain.
Yeah, really
was
good.
great.
Yeah, really good.
Do you guys know what MGM Plus is?
No.
It's apparently another streaming service that I had never heard of.
Wow.
Well, they just greenlit a Sony show. Silk Spider Society has been ordered to series.
No, stop. Not the Spider-Verse.
The series will focus on Cindy Moon, a
Yeah.
Korean American woman bitten by the same spider that bit Peter Parker. You want to do this?
Yeah. I don't
Please.
know. I don't know about the series, but I actually have the original first release of Silk in comic book form.
Wow.
Yeah. I was really into the Spider-Verse stuff. That's how I got the original first release of Spider-Gwen as well, because she was in the Into the Spider-Verse like stuff. Silk came out around that time, and the way they explained it was like she was held captive like underground because two spider totems could not exist in the same world. So then I guess there was like a situation where Peter Parker was dying, or they thought he died. But it turns out no, like he didn't die. And then they existed in the same world.
There's more.
It went on for a bit, but her story did end because like there was an original ending to that first part of her story, because that's when Secret Wars. Well, when the world started colliding on themselves, it got crazy. Yeah, so the universes collided. So I went on, but sorry.
Well, this one will follow her escape from imprisonment. Spoilers?
But she spoilers. But she didn't escape. Okay.
I'm telling you what this show follows.
It's already
I'm not
wrong.
telling you what's happening. And searching for her missing family on her way to becoming the superhero known as Silk.
Okay, that did happen.
Angela Kang, who is executive producer of The Walking Dead, will serve as showrunner.
Oh.
And she developed the show with Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal, who produced the Spider-Verse movies. And they will serve as producers on the show as well.
So it's live action though, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll premiere originally on MGM Plus, but will later become globally available on Prime.
MGM Plus. Oh my
MGM
god.
Plus, I don't know
that
what that
nobody knows it
I've
existed.
never even heard of that.
Too many streaming services.
Yeah, right. So, Professor Jaime,
Hi.
please tell us.
This is no time for jokes, man.
That's the wrong one.
Oh my god.
Pokemon!
Wow. Was that a jab?
What are you
What?
Do you want to start that one again?
Should we start it again?
No.
No.
Mistakes happen.
Who's that Pokemon?
And I will let you know in a couple of minutes because I
Okay.
want to go on. No, I'm saying. So as I said earlier, I've been really into Pokemon lately. I actually beat Pokemon Violet. Yeah, like a lot. No time for God of War. Why did you say it that way?
No, I'm just surprised that you, out of all people, would be into the Pokemon this month.
Cool. Crazy, huh? What a pull.
I guess you just
What a
never know.
stretch. Don't
I
know
guess
somebody.
you just never know somebody.
Anyway, I've always been a fan of Pokemon. I wasn't so much a fan of the last games. So Sword and Shield were not my favorite games. Like probably the
Same.
worst in my opinions. You haven't even played them. Anyway, but to be honest, I was really scared of this one. The reason being is because of what we just came off of with Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield were not great games. A lot of the Pokemon you're seeing in Pokemon Go right now are like some of them are pulled from some Sword and Shield. So
Yeah, I have it.
cool. Oh, you have Sword and Shield? Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. How did you like it?
I haven't played it.
No, okay.
I'm like, I have it. I looked at it and I'm like,
Yeah.
that looks complicated.
Yeah. You say your wife plays Pokemon
does.
too, right?
Yeah.
She played like all the games, or
She's playing it
yeah. Oh, cool.
and she likes it.
Is she playing Scarlet and Violet, or is she playing Sword and Shield?
Just Sword and Shield
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
cool.
I've been trying to get her to get the other two.
Yeah.
And we just haven't done it yet.
Got you.
Yeah.
Do it because okay, I was scared because there's a lot of glitches in the and this was very like well documented on TikTok and on just in social media in general. They point out so many graphical issues with the game, and it's true. I mean, the game suffers. You can tell from the development team. I wouldn't even say it's a Switch because the Switch can do more than people expect it to do, but I would say the development team really needs some help in regards to if they want to make an open world game like Breath of the Wild or any other type. Even Legends Arceus was way better than the graphics wise and the quality of the game. Now that said, this has probably been one of my favorite Pokemon games that I've ever played. Like no joke. Like I got so into this story that I beat the game in like 40 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, like I really got into the game and I was pretty well leveled.
Sitting, huh?
Yeah, it was just a continuous week. I didn't even work. I was working. No, but I was really impressed with the story. There's like three different paths you go on, but they all converge anyway. Like in the end, it all comes together. It was a great game. No joke, it was a great game. The Pokemon have been great, like the design of the Pokemon, and that's where I've told you before. I feel like they focus too much on trying to tell you like where it's gonna take place or what the professors are like or what the gym leaders are like, but
or the sandwiches.
Sandwiches. And by the way, I got to get into the sandwiches now. So in my second playthrough, because I'm playing Pokemon Scarlet now, I'm trying to learn the recipes because they're important later on. Sadly, I don't think that I should be focused on sandwiches in a Pokemon game. And I feel like that's where they suffer in the marketing was in talking about the Pokemon because the Pokemon there's a bunch of really cool designed Pokemon in the game. Some are trash, completely trash, but there are some that are really great. And overall, this game would almost be perfect if the quality of the game was better. It would almost be a perfect game in my opinion if it was better because I just love the story. My rival, like normally I hate the rivals, and I love this girl. She was badass in the whole game. So
I feel like they're doing it wrong. Aren't you supposed to hate your rival?
Well, because it's not that type of rival. It's not like it's just like a competitive rival. Like we're just like trying to out battle each other. The champion of the Elite Four, same thing. They were my favorite. This game was so good. It was such a good game. And now I'm playing Scarlet, and I'm finding myself liking Scarlet a little bit more because of the the character design of like one of your teammates is pretty awesome. As well as I've already gotten 2 shinies in that game, and shinies are pretty hard to come by in the original games, not in Pokemon Go. They're a lot easier. So that was my little rant about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I really recommend it. You guys should totally check it out. You and your wife should play.
On it.
You a liar, but but I stuck to my
You what?
I stuck to my choice.
You said stuck.
What did you think I said?
Nothing.
Oh my god. So when I was trying to decide my starter, I had decided on Fuecoco originally, right?
Same.
This is Fuecoco. In case you don't know who Fuecoco is, right?
That looks like a Super Mario thing.
I think you said that before. Which thing? Oh, the Shy Guys.
Yes.
It's red and has a white
like
mask.
Shy Guy and
Yeah.
What, Goomba?
Yeah, it looks very Super Mario-y.
I can see that. So when I saw Fuecoco, I fell in love with him. Like the first time I ever seen him. This was when the leaks happened. And then I saw No, that's weird. and then I saw the evolutions, and I kind of fell in love with the water starter, which is Quaxley. So I almost decided on Quaxley last minute. And then I started playing the game, and I saw Sprigatito, which is the grass one, and it was so cute. And I almost chose that one by accident. But I stuck to my guns, and I chose Fuecoco, so that's going to be the Pokemon.
I'm glad we went on that rant.
Of the week. You're welcome. All right, so Fuecoco is National Pokedex number 909. It is the Fire Croc Pokemon, and its type is Fire, just in case you didn't get that. In Pokemon Scarlet, it says it lies on warm rocks and uses the heat absorbed by its square-shaped scales to create fire energy. So the square-shaped scales being the one on its belly or the ones on its back. In Violet, it says its flame sac is small, so energy is...
Same.
Stop it. So energy is always leaking out. Jose's very inappropriate, just FYI.
Blame me.
So did you
I'm not the one talking about my leaking sack.
It's not mine. It's Fuecoco's. He is mine. You're right. This energy is released from the den atop Fuecoco's head and flickers to and fro. That just got worse. It wasn't supposed to go there. All right. Fuecoco does evolve at level 16 into Crocalor. So Crocalor, and this is what it looks like. This is the evolution.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has a little
Sombrero.
And it's not even a sombrero. You're just a
sombrero.
racist. Wow. It is not
That's a
racist.
sombrero.
You're just racist.
Thought it was.
Right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's supposed to look like. I'm just joking around, but I think it's supposed to look like a sombrero. It's a what?
Flamenco dancer.
Yeah, so it's like a flamenco hat, is what he says.
Sure.
Sure, but it's a little.
Ole.
It's a lot racist. So Crocalor, it's National Pokédex number 910. It's also known as the Fire Croc Pokemon, and its typing is also fire. It says in Pokemon Scarlet, the combination of Crocalor, I can't say that. I say it weird because it's like Spanglish almost. Crocalor's fire, huh?
It's a sombrero, huh?
Look at a flamenco hat. What?
No, I said it's a sombrero.
What?
That's causing
Me to be confused?
Yeah, just.
Oh, no, it's you. Of Crocalor's fire energy and the combination of Crocalor's fire energy and overflowing vitality has caused an egg-shaped fireball to appear on the Pokemon's head. That's an egg. See, it's an egg-shaped fireball. It's not even a sombrero. Racist. So I go on. It says in Pokemon Violet, the valve in Crocalor's flame sac is closely connected to its vocal cords. This Pokemon
Same.
Stop. This Pokemon utters a guttural. Is that a word?
Yes.
Okay. Cry as it spews flames every which way. What does guttural mean?
It comes from the gut.
Oh, that makes sense because he's a singer. I'm gonna look this up.
You're adorable.
I'm not gonna look it up. All right. And now, so Crocalor does evolve as well at level 36 into Skeldridge. This is what the final evolution looks like for Crocalor or for Fuecoco. So the little thing on its head hatched, and now it's a little bird.
Well, I'm glad they didn't give him a fire poncho.
Wow. I think people don't really like the design. I think it's pretty interesting looking. Now, I tried to do a lot of research on this one because I wanted to find out what it's inspired by, and I found nothing about like
Zelda.
No, because okay, so this one goes from being the Fire Croc Pokemon to being the Singer Pokemon. Like it's a singer now, and then on top of that, its typing is Fire and Ghost. So exactly that what you guys just did right now is exactly how I felt, and I'm like, what does fire and ghosts and crocodiles and little birds have anything to do with each other?
It sounds like the worst joke opening ever.
So in kind of like trying to do research, just like for me to understand, it wasn't even for this; it was for me. Obviously, there are some like relationships between birds and crocodiles in certain places. Like actually, birds go into crocodiles' mouths and pick out like food. Yeah. And so there are things that the bird related in that sense. There's a lot of ghost stories, or not ghost stories. There's a lot of stories about crocodiles living in sewers in Spain, which is where the game kind of takes place. So there's that. There's also this story of like a nun who wasn't like a traditional nun. And so she was kind of
a whore.
She was kind of messy, like in the sense of like she wouldn't be tidy.
Was.
Stop, Jose, stop it, nuns. She was messy, Jose.
They called her a sub.
Stop it. Anyway, she got locked up and eventually developed scales and became like a crocodile. But then she developed butterfly wings too. So that's where I was like, they could have gave it butterfly wings if it was something in relation to that. So there's not a lot. I couldn't really, and then this crocodile, like one of its moves is like final something. It does like this singing action where it sings and it launches the little firebird at you, and it sings like, and so I'm like, I don't understand where this story comes from, you know. There's even in relation to El Cucuy, right? Like that supposedly resembles a crocodile in certain places too. Yeah. And I didn't even know that. Like that, I learned a lot just trying to research why this Pokemon exists or where the inspiration come from. It seems like a big combination of just a bunch of different things, and that's cool. I personally really like the design. I know a lot of people didn't. I like the fact that it sings, even though it makes no sense, and I like the fact that it launches a bird at you for no reason either.
Same.
In Pokemon Scarlet, though, it says the fiery bird changes shapes when Skelderidge sings. Rumor has it that the bird was born when the fireball of Skelderidge's head gained a soul. So that little fireball that we saw in the sombrero gained a soul. But it's not even its own separate Pokemon either. It's like, it's just combined. In Pokemon Violet, I'm so excited about this. I'm stoked. In Pokemon Violet, Skelderidge.
Sound it out.
It's such a weird word. Skelderidge's gentle singing soothes the soul of all that hear it. It burns its enemies into a crisp with flames of over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was the Fuecoco line for you guys. And the one I chose in my first playthrough. Thank you.
It's Pikachu!
Stop. But yeah, that was it. I love this game. I'm really stoked.
Good tell.
Thank you.
All right, so that's our show for today.
Yes.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
All right, sweet. Have a week.
Bye.
Bye.